Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Laurie. I honestly kind of forgot to film an intro before starting this week. I was just too excited and there was just so much going on. But this week we're gonna spend a bookish week doing loads of bookish things. This week, I will preface this by saying this week did not go how I planned at all. Ended up being quite chaotic, busy, but we discovered a new 5-star read. We got a lot of new books, which was really exciting. I was meant to, I'm still getting used to filming and stuff, but my boyfriend helped me put up a shelf in to kind of spread out some books because I am running out of severe space. I'm severely running out of space, and I forgot to film it going up. I let him do that while I went to cook us some dinner, and I completely forgot that I intended to film and bring you along and kind of show you how I was going to rearrange my shelves. But I am planning on filming a kind of, I class this as a library at this point with 630 books, but I'm planning on filming a reorganized, clean, what I have on my shelves kind of video. So the way I have it out now is not going to be what it's like in, well, next week I think I'm landing on doing this because they need to be cleaned. I have dehumidifiers that need to go out and in the bin, but that will be coming in the next week and a half. But yeah, spend a bookish week with me, enjoy the utter chaos and whatever this week ended up being, and I hope you enjoy. And now we're off to BookFest. I am sorry if this video is gonna be all over the place. I am not that good at filming it yet, but I am getting better, I promise. So we got on the train to Tottenham Court Road. It was actually a really easy journey. I don't have many clips because I am so self-conscious filming in public at the moment. I'm still pretty new to it. Plus, I was fighting for my life in Waterstones. It was so jam-packed. I mean, look how many people were on just one floor, and this was at 1:30. It hadn't even started yet and we were just waiting. It was so hot, so we decided to leave, grab some iced coffee, get a pastry, just relax and then go back. Unfortunately I didn't get any more clips because it was just really busy, but I went to Foyles in Chancery Lane and look at this stand for Silver Flames. I am so obsessed with it. It was so cute. Foyles in Chancery Lane is absolutely beautiful. Of course I had to pick up 2 more books because you can't go to a bookshop without buying more books. There are so many floors in this Foyles. It's what dreams are made of. Definitely will be going back more often. And here is the absolutely loaded bag of books. Okay, so I would have included footage of today. I went to BookFest in Waterstones, Piccadilly, and the lighting's not going to be great because it's 10 p.m. at night and I came home 20 minutes ago and I had to walk my dog first. If you follow me on TikTok, you might know how today went. This whole video could have waited till tomorrow, but I really want to put my books in my shelves because I bought so many. This book is full. This bag is full. Okay, first let's talk BookFest. I went there with my little sister because we're both really big readers, and I was really excited for my first BookFest, my first book event that's not an author signing, and I really wanted to, meet fellow readers, meet publishers. Publishers was what I was most excited about. I really wanted to go to publisher stores. There weren't many authors that I was interested in getting author signings from, apart from Hazel McBride and the author of Heavenly Bodies, who unfortunately pulled out. I didn't get to meet Hazel McBride because it was not worth that cute. I was shocked that this event has run for 4 years. You're telling me you've run this event for 4 years in a row? I think this was the best you could do in terms of organisation. It was shocking. I absolutely hated it. I was so disappointed. I was so frustrated as well. The queuing system was a mess. You were given a pamphlet. Let me see if I can find it. You were given this pamphlet which told you what authors were attending and what publishers were attending and where you could find them on the floor. No, what floor you could find them on. Not where you could find them on the floor. No, that you had to figure out yourself. And the queues, you had to figure that out yourself. Did you know if you were in the right queue? No, you did not. I spoke to so many people asking like what the queue was for. And then we all thought we were in queue for one thing. Queue system ended up merging, so it made no sense. People, listen, the fact that people felt entitled to push past people and just skip the queue completely, it was shocking. The fact that you could see people were suffering in queues and thought that you were right, not in any special circumstances, just normal people skipping queues thinking that they were entitled to skip queues, was insane. I saw one publisher stall completely empty and I was thinking like, should I just go through? But then I felt bad for people that were queuing that probably did want to go to that publisher but were doing the queue anyway. So I stayed in the queue for 40 minutes. I got to see 6 publishers, 4 of which I was genuinely interested in. One publisher, Wayward, was there. I didn't get to see them at all because by the time I got out of queues, they were gone. So author signings were 2 to 3 p.m. Me and my sister got there at 1:30 and thought, oh, we could do a little book, like collect all the books that I wanted to get and then maybe just wait in queues, because I did think there were going to be some sort of queuing system, and just wait for everything to get started. We waited there. 2 p.m. hits. Authors were ready to signing. I wasn't interested in the authors that were signing. I was interested in getting to a publisher. Publisher stalls, I didn't know when they opened because all the queues at 2 p.m. opened for author signings. If you weren't interested in author signing, you didn't know where to go and you didn't want to push past people because I didn't want to be rude. So me and my sister were like, this isn't worth it. We're going to go get coffee, wait for the author signings to finish so we can give people space, and then come back. So we came back at 3. Queues were still happening because there were so many people attending. The fact that they thought they could do this in an hour with people wanting to see multiple authors was a bit ridiculous. So we were like, okay, we're gonna queue, we'll see what happens. Waited in queues for 40 minutes that didn't really move because people were pushing or people just standing in the stalls, not doing anything and taking up space. This is going to be a rant. This is not a positive talk. I'm so sorry, but this is not positive. It was not good. The only positive thing that came out of this is that I got to speak to fellow readers while in the queue, which was really nice, and I don't think that I would have been able to do that anywhere else because I don't leave my house, to be quite honest. But this is not what I wanted. Like, this is not what I expected. I didn't think it was going to be perfect. I didn't think it was going to be this bad. Like, the queuing system, there was no organisation. There was not enough workers to direct people. There was no one to stop people from just barging past people. At one point I became so frustrated and just, to be quite honest, angry because people were just pushing and had no consideration for other people. I saw one wheelchair user who was stuck because they have like these big tables with books on each floor, in the middle of the floor to kind of, promote books. You would think that they wouldn't be there for BookFest so that people could walk and navigate and they would have queuing systems and a walkway. No. They left the tables, books were falling on the floor, books were getting damaged, wheelchair users couldn't get past. There was one woman I felt so bad for, she was stuck because the sides had become so jammed, she couldn't move and she couldn't get to the elevators, and pram users couldn't move. It was just like, it was chaotic. It was not a fun time. You were hot, you were sweltering, if you didn't bring bottles of water, you were just stuck suffering because you couldn't leave the queue and come back and think you were going to be there in a good time. It was really overstimulating. It was really overwhelming. it was not a good time. But I'm going to stop ranting now and go into my book haul, which I'm really excited about, and what made this worth it, and spending time with my sister and meeting the reader community. I did not think that this video was going to be so negative like this. I did get author arts. I did get prints, and I got prints for Terror at the Gates, which is like my favourite book, and I'm so completely obsessed with it. So I'm really, really happy that I got some art prints. I did miss out on proof copies of books that I was really excited about, which is okay, it's first come first serve. I decided to leave for an hour, so that's my fault, but at least I got art prints, which was really exciting. But was it worth the queues and the heat and the lack of air? For Terror at the Gates, yes. For anything else, no. And I love this book so much. If you haven't read Terror at the Gates by Scarlett St. Clair, you need to. In my opinion, it's the best book she's ever written, and I'm so excited. I also got art prints for Gifted and Talented. Art prints could convince me to read any book, to be quite honest, because you're telling me these scenes and these people are in Gifted and Talented? Say no more. I will be reading this book, and I won't DNF it this time, because this convinced me, to be quite honest. Oh, I didn't know House of Beating Wings by Olivia Wildstein was being traditionally published, and I've got her indie copies. So the fact that I now have art print of my, like, one of my favourite trilogies that I loved at the time. I'm so tired. I'm really excited about, so I have art prints for some of my favourite books. And then The Maiden and Her Monster. I got art print for that. Kind of intrigued me. Kind of want to read it now. And oh, My Blade, Your Back by K.M. Moranova. This book, sorry. This art print is convincing me to read this book, but the last book I read by this author, I hate saying this, but I hated it. And I don't say that very often by books, but I really hated it. I DNF'd it, like, and sold it as soon as I could, because I just did not like the book. I couldn't get along with it. But art prints can convince me to read any book. I swear to God, I just need, you want to sell me a book? Give me an art print, or just show me the art and I'm there. That's it for the art prints. Let's do the book haul. By the way, if you live in the UK, we have, like, obviously we have foils and Waterstones. I didn't know this. I don't know if this is a recent thing, but you can use your Waterstones Plus card in foils now and get points, which I didn't know. And I'm so excited that you can, because I've been avoiding foils because I like collecting my points. And now I can attend both. So, at foils, I got a copy of Silver Cloak by L.K. Stevens. I'm really intrigued by this. She was at BookFest. I did want to get it signed. Well, I wanted to get a copy and get it signed by her, but I couldn't find any copies of this book in Waterstones. And to be honest, if I was going to queue for anything, I was going to queue for publishers rather than authors. But I'm really excited about this. This sounds so good, and just say no more. I saw art for this on Instagram and it looks really good, and I'm really excited about this one. I also got, finally, the prequel of the Bewitched series, The Curse That Binds. I actually ended up getting this at foils because I forgot about it in Waterstones. I was too overwhelmed, but I'm really excited I finally have this. I need to read it. I got A Forbidden Alchemy by Stephen Owen. This is our book club pick for this month by Ravenhead Reader. So I finally got my copy so that I can read it. I was saving it to go to Waterstones to pick it up in person. But I've heard good things, so I'm pretty excited about this. And then I got Thorns in Fire, which is book 2 in the Ashes of Thesmar series. I'm really, really excited about this. I'm so excited about this. They actually had this art print and the book mark that I have, but those were pre-order incentives, so I didn't pick them up at Waterstones. But I'm so excited about this book. I was kind of hoping they'd have a matching bookmark for this release, but they didn't. So anyway, I'm really excited about this, and I'm planning on reading this really soon. I don't know where I'm going to fit these books, to be quite honest. And then I got In the Veins of the Drowning by Casey Cassidy. listen, this is everywhere. Everyone is saying they need to read it, and it has sirens. I haven't read a sirens book in so long, and if it's as good as they say and Rachel Gillick said it's good, I will read anything Rachel Gillick said is good. I trust her completely, so I'm really excited about this. Me and Leela, my sister, have decided to form a bit of book club between the two of us, and this is our book club pick for this month, so I'm really excited to get to this. I'm really excited about the hype around this and what I've been told is in this. And then last but not least, I got A City of Flames by Rena Vasquez. I actually had this on my book wish list when she was indie published, but I never picked it up, and now she's traditionally published by Wildfire, so I was like, say no more, I'm gonna pick it up at the same time. And can we just give it up for this flop? This flop disappointing. This flop has it going on. I'm really excited about this. This sounds really good. It's a dragon fantasy romance where I think he falls first from what it looks like, so I'm pretty excited. So we'll see how this goes. I did also get given I won a proof of the Baby Dragon Bakery, which is a cozy fantasy. I hate cozy fantasy. I also have a problem with saying no to people, and I didn't want to make it seem like the book was bad and I hated it, even though I don't like cozy fantasy. So I decided to pick it up anyway. This wasn't the proof that I wanted, but it was the only one they had left. So I think I'm gonna do a giveaway. I think you can do that with proofs, you just can't sell them. So I think I'm going to do a giveaway of this cozy fantasy proof. I think it says it's perfect for fans of Assistant to the Villain, Legends and Lattes, and the Pumpkin Spice Cafe. So follow me on TikTok, and I will announce the giveaway soon, probably before this video goes, no, when this video goes out, I will post the video on TikTok announcing the giveaway. I'm sorry if I'm all over the place, I am so freaking tired. It was too much for me. Yeah, follow me on TikTok, lauriereadz, and I will post the giveaway for this when this video goes out. Yeah, that is all. I'm sorry if this is a really disappointing video, or at least this clip is, but it happens. It is what it is. We move on. Now I am gonna get ready for bed because I need to wash this day off me and get a good solid sleep, because me and exhaustion, best friends right now. So, see you in the next one. Okay, it's Thursday. I've had one heck of a day. This week is not what I thought it was gonna be. Turned out to not have the best. Listen, it happens. Sometimes we don't have good weeks. We live and we move on. I've got a couple of things I want to do. I want to add some more art prints to my shelf wall reading chair space that I got from BookFest, and I had some other art prints that I want to put up. I just went to buy a blue tack, and then I'm thinking, do I just read for the rest of the night, or do I think of tackling this? I have books on top of books. It's absolute chaos. The organisation has just gone out the window since I've been getting so many books in the mail, the book haul. I'm thinking of putting shelves up here on the weekend when my boyfriend's round, and maybe some above my bed. As you can see, it's already kind of covered up where my dad attempted to help me put up shelves. Did not go well. Ended up taking it down because I bought the wrong shelf, and I just never went back to buy a new shelf. So I need to buy new shelves so I can put more special editions up on the shelves, like my reading space and above my TV. But that's a weekend job, I think. I still have a day left of work, and I really want to get started on In the Veins of the Drowning. I started reading it while I was out, so I want to get more deeper into it. From the 9 pages I read, I'm getting good vibes, so I think that's what I'm going to do tonight. I'm going to tackle my art print wall, and then we're going to read. So let's go do that. it's time to crack a Diet Coke and get some reading done. I just started a new show. God, the lighting is so bad when it gets dark. Called Yellowstone, and my parents put me onto it and they told me like I have to watch it, it's so good. So I finally decided to give it a go. I've been putting it off because I didn't want to start a show that I'm gonna love when I've got so much reading to do, but I decided to start it and I get it. It's so good. I'm 3 episodes in and like every episode's an hour long. But I started it while I was cooking. I was making some faux broth and some pasta for tonight because the faux for tomorrow's dinner when my boyfriend comes around. It's so good. I was like one eye on screen or one eye on the food I was cooking and I was just like torn. I will have to say, if you're like me and you sob every time an animal dies, skip the first minute of Yellowstone, because the way my mum had warned me a while ago and I completely forgot, and when I started it, literally straight away it starts with a bang. I had to fast forward quick because I will sob so fast. You know that scene in Jurassic World, I think it's called Dominion, the movie, where the island volcano is erupting and they're trying to get the dinosaurs out, but it turns out they were evil, blah blah blah. I'm not gonna cry. The last scenes where the dinosaurs were running towards the water, oh my god. Anyway, I was watching that 2 weekends ago with my boyfriend. I sobbed my absolute heart out. I could not stop sobbing. Yeah, that scene breaks me every time. I can't watch movies with animals dying. I refuse, because I just can't differentiate between reality and a fake movie set and a fake... I just can't. My brain is not wired for that. So yeah. Anyway, let's get into reading. I get it. I understand what you're all talking about. I'm 98 pages in and I'm so hooked, it's not even a joke. I don't know how I'm supposed to go to sleep now. It's 10 o'clock and I don't want to put this down. But this is also a book that I promised my sister I would read slowly. And I don't know if I can follow through with that promise, because this is so good. I just can't even. I'm just hooked page after page after page. It's like continuously got me in its grasps and it's just not willing to let go. There is no page in this that is boring or mid or no. It's everything is interesting. There's so much action. There's so much going on. I'm so intrigued. I think I found my next 5-star book, which means I can now highlight and put the date on this page, because I only do that for books that I am sure that I want to keep. And I want to keep this. I literally managed to tear myself away because I'm in chapter part 2, The Surface. This is, I want to live in Kaylee Cassidy's brain, because to come up with the idea of this book, I'm just like, how did you get there? Like, how did this happen? Yeah. This is a must-read book. This is something everyone needs to read, because it is like the perfect fantasy romance. And I know I'm only 98 pages in. I'm well aware that I'm only like 15 or 20% in. There is no way the rest of this book is not going to match what I've been reading. If anything, I think it's going to get better. I now want this in every edition. I want special editions. I want it in hardback. This is so good. And the fact that this is a debut novel is insane to me.
this is her debut novel and it's this much of a hit. Like, it's just, there are no notes to be had. It's perfection. Yeah, I didn't expect it to be like this. I'm so happy we picked this for our monthly book club. This is just beautiful. This is hauntingly beautiful and I'm obsessed with it. And I can't see what. And I'm loving the interactions between her and the MMC. It's just like those little snippets that we're getting of their little interactions, like buried deep between, well, his hatred. And I'm living for those interactions. I'm living for those little snippets where it comes through. His care and his attentiveness comes through, even though he may not mean it to, but I'm so obsessed. I'm living for it all. And the world is just so indulgent and has so much, it's like in my brain it's 3D. There are no holes. It's just pure smoothing. It's just like a pure smooth movie with no gaps, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. That's the only way I can explain it. Like, I just don't think there are any points where I'm like, I can't imagine this, or the movie stops playing in my head and I realise I'm reading. No, it's just continuous until I managed to pull myself away when it said part 2. So, am I getting any sleep today? I think not. This has me in its grasps, and it's not going to let go until I finish. And even then, I suspect I'll be thinking about this book for a very long time. So it's time to dive back in. Finished In the Veins of the Drowning. This book is insane. It's like a roller coaster and you're just hanging on for dear life. You have no idea where it's going to take you, but you're just hoping for the best. It's so good. I was expecting it to be good. I wasn't expecting it to be that good. It is something else. I mean, I'm still in shock that this is a debut novel. Like, that's insane. This is so well written, so detailed. It's got so much punch in it, and it feels like every page has something happening that keeps you going. And I very almost finished it last night, but I put it down like 10 pages before the end because I really wanted to read the end when I wasn't tired, because things were happening and I felt like they deserved to be read when I was awake and alert and could fully appreciate it. And I was so right. I mean, so much happened in those last 10 pages alone. So much was uncovered, so many dots were connected, so many questions were answered, and the ending was just so shocking. It's like, I don't know how I'm supposed to function before book 2 comes out, which is gonna be called In the Wake of the Ruined, which is book 2 in the Siren Mage story. And I don't know, there's an excerpt in here of the next book, and I don't think I want to read it because I'd rather just wait for the book knowing nothing's gonna happen than read an excerpt and know what's kind of ish gonna happen, and then the wait is gonna be even more painful, but I want signed copies, I want special editions, I want hardbacks, I just want it all. I want art. I'm immediately going to follow the author after this, and I found a new author. I found another top read of 2025, because there's no way this is not making the list. I'm in shock, I'm floored, I bow down to this masterpiece. Yeah, you really need to read this book. It has everything that a romantasy reader wants, you know? You've got insane plot twists, mysteries, you've got sirens, you've got warring kingdoms, you've got political intrigue, you've got an FMC who's discovering herself and realising what she's capable after being kept in a castle away from civility? Away from everyone for her entire life, and she's just now escaping and witnessing this whole new world. All the while she's thrown into this huge plot that's centered around her and discovering her whole new identity. It's just... I'm just floored. I'm floored. I'm so happy that I picked this up. Yeah, so I don't know how I'm supposed to pick another book after this. I'm currently reading The Serpent and the Wings of Night, and I kind of want to pick up what book is it? A Forbidden Alchemy by Stacey McOwen. So I think I'm gonna do that. I'm not gonna pick this up straight away. So this will probably be the end of this Spend a Bookish week with me, because it's Friday and this weekend I'm spending it with my boyfriend, so I really don't foresee a lot of reading in my future. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you would like, please like, comment and subscribe. I would be so grateful, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.